Hello, my name is Jason Robb, president of Amexstra Incorporated. I've had the pleasure of working with the wire industry since 2008. Our company specializes in the production of ceramic capstans and also in the refurbishment of customers' existing capstans. This is the first in a series of videos. We'll be sharing our knowledge of what we've learned over the past 15 years or so as far as wire drawing and the effects that ceramic ware has on it. This video pertains to regrinding and polishing of ceramic capstans. These capstans might range from small step cones being used on a 56 gauge machine to large rings on a common rod breakdown machine. In my experience working with wire companies, there's three input variables that determine the quality of production. The variables are dyes, emulsion, and capstans. These three are in addition to your feedstock material. Of these three variables, two of them are monitored very closely and continuously by wire drawing companies. The dyes can be mechanically measured or inspected to see if they're being worn and out of gauge. They can be sent out, made larger, polished, and sent back to the customer for reuse. Emulsion is frequently tested for concentration, pH, dissolved solids, and many other variables to keep that it's in top form. And then we have capstans. Capstans, for the most part, traditionally have been neglected. Almost in every situation where the customer calls us, since 2008 has called me, it's been when the machine will no longer draw wire. When the frictional surface of the capstan is so rough, either it's abrading the tin or it's simply breaking the wire and tension breaks. What we look to do is to provide a method so capstans can be maintained in the same manner as dyes and emulsion. How we do this is returning your capstan surface to an original equipment surface quality. To explain this, we'll just do a quick drawing of how the surface of the capstan wears. When you receive new capstans, it should have a very straight line groove machined into it. Can be 0 degrees, half degrees, or 1 degree angle depending on the type of manufacturer. And it should have a surface roughness that we measure to be a 1.5 to 2 to begin. This allows a very nice surface for the wire to interact with the emulsion in a thin film barrier, so the wire rides on the surface of the ceramic. Over time, it will begin to wear the ceramic, and you'll see a shallow wear area occur, and you'll have the RA increase, say, to a 4 to a 6. Now, by inspecting thousands and thousands of grooves with a profilometer of a good quality ceramic, taken off several machines, capstans off several machines, what we saw, once you got above an RA of, say, a 7 or an 8, the surface roughness of the ceramic overcame the film thickness potential of the emulsion, and we began to wear the telltale grooves that we see in the ceramics on multi-wires and that we can feel with a pocket knife or a razor blade. At this point, if your capstans have these grooves, you need a regrind. Recently, we've seen another type of failure in the capstans in lower quality ceramic where the groove itself has eroded. In this situation, there's a different mechanism of wear at play, which may or may not be solvable. These ceramics might need to be replaced. But for the vast majority of the instances, we can regrind and repolish your ceramic capstans. This is something still somewhat new to America. Our customer base for the last decade or so is well aware of the process up here in the Northeast, and now we're spreading around the country more. but it was commonly not done in America until Amexstra started the regrinding and polishing operations. And this was learned by a friend of mine in Germany, whose company I would visit, and they would have many used capstans in their factory, in addition to making new capstans for the industry. And he would be sent capstans from all over Europe for regrinding and repolishing. And we brought this knowledge and technology back to America, and we offered to our customers here. Now, people ask, well, might it cause problems with slip? Might it cause problems with changing the size of the capstans? I can say we've done approximately 75 multi-wire regrind and repolishes over the last 10 years. Success in every situation. We have done dozens and dozens of step cone machines and even rod breakdown machines, ranging from old American machines that might be 40 or 50 years old to new European machines that are in need of their first regrind. Just to show some examples of parts here, this is a very common German style capstan. Here we can see a used capstan sent to us, which has the telltale ridges. And this is the capstan after regrinding, inspecting, and measurement. We're happy to say we have a testimonial to reference from a customer that experienced regrinding for the first time. The testimonials as follows: exceptional service and knowledge, amazing to keep line running while capstans being reworked. Amexstra's capstan refurbishment program returned capstans to as new condition for a fraction of the cost of replacement. This customer's testimonial opens up another area where Amexstra has done something new that nobody's done before. When we started regrinding about 10 years ago, regrinding, repolishing, it was often a pit stop mechanism because, as you know, multi-wires produce a lot of dollar volume every day. And it takes us, on average, 1 week to regrind and polish, inspect, and organize and prepare to send back the set of capstans. For a lot of people, this is a problem to be down so long. So what we've done over the past 10 years is assemble a library of capstans, of the most common capstans. And in this way, we can simply send you our loaner capstans, which you can put on your machine, see that the refurbished capstans work fine, and then send back to us your capstans where we can, without a pit stop pressure, regrind and repolish your set of capstans and return them to you. The customer also alluded to the cost savings. Now, on average, the cost of regrinding and polishing a capstan is approximately 20% that of a new capstan. It will depend on what capstan we're working on. Sometimes you have very common capstans. Others you have, this is a very, very good design, old German capstan with a tapered shaft interlock, which is very expensive new, so the savings are greater there. For a good cost savings, we can also regrind and repolish large rod rings. At Amexstra, we look forward to helping you with all your capstan needs. If you need new ceramics, we're there for you with our Amexstra Zirconia, a leading class material in the industry. But for the most part, we should be able to help you by simply regrinding and polishing your existing capstans for a cost savings. From fine wire step cones to over the 75 multi-wires we've refurbished for customers over the years to numerous rod rings, we've been able to help our customers overcome the challenges in the most cost-effective manner possible. We look forward to hearing from you. Thank you for your time.